Good Thursday evening and welcome to the Ncwlife Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window where we are seeing just some mid-level clouds now after lots of fog and some low clouds, even misty rain throughout our morning hours today. And then things started clearing up about 1 or 2 this afternoon. And look at this beautiful shot from our Omi Garden Sky-Fi Tower camera looking down at the Wenatchee River Valley just before sunset this afternoon. And as far as weather goes for tomorrow, get ready for possibly a wet one. Here's what it looks like, especially from about 10 in the morning all throughout the afternoon. On and off showers throughout Washington State, especially central and eastern Washington. You can see the areas in blue. That's where the best chances for snowfall will occur. Wenatchee, we have just a little sliver of green coming through our town, and that means I think we'll see a mix of rain and snow tomorrow, into tomorrow night and even into Saturday morning, and then things will cool down and dry out. We'll tell you more about your forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Chelan County PUD commissioners will have a full agenda of issues to deal with at their Monday meeting, including a proposal to set new rates for cryptocurrency miners. A Lewiston, Idaho-based fuel retailer in Wenatchee has been fined $189,000 for spilling over 3,800 gallons of biodiesel into the Columbia River. And an elderly Ephrata woman who was involved in a 2-car crash near Moses Lake on Monday has died from her injuries. But first, we begin tonight. A Moses Lake man was arrested late Monday night at a Wenatchee hotel where police said they found 2 stolen vehicles and items tying him to a crime spree that spanned 3 counties. Wenatchee police officers reported spotting a 2007 Ford F-150 pickup stolen in Orondo. The vehicle was suspected of being used in several fraud and forgery crimes in Wenatchee. When a woman opened the door to a hotel, police said they saw Levi S. Godfrey, 28 years old, trying to escape out a rear patio door where he ran into the arms of waiting officers. Godfrey was a suspect in the November 25th theft of a 2015 Toyota Corolla and residential burglary in Grant County. The Corolla was found in the hotel parking lot as well. Godfrey was jailed on suspicion of the auto thefts, identity theft, possession of stolen property, and drugs. His girlfriend was not arrested. Chelan County PUD commissioners will have a full agenda of issues to deal with at their Monday meeting, including a proposal to set new rates for cryptocurrency miners. PUD staff has proposed a rate structure that would raise the cost of power for miners and require more upfront payments for building out the system to serve them. PUD Commissioner Dennis Bowles told Dan Kuntz on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley this morning that the power needs of that new industry have put regional PUDs with their lower power costs at the forefront of a complicated issue.
Kind of what Chelan County PUD and Grant and Douglas are doing are paving the way for other, 3,000 other public utilities around the United States. And so being the lead dog isn't necessarily all that it's cracked up to be, but I think our staff and certainly our management and the leadership under Steve Wright have done, I think, about as careful and considerate of an approach to this as you possibly can. They've been great. Some of the larger ones in particular have said, can you just give us a box to play in? Share with us what it is you think we ought to pay, and we'll determine in terms of our business plans what we can do to make that feasible and operational. Others have said, listen, we know our market is volatile, but
to say the least.
To say the least. Yeah, because like I said, last night I looked and it's $3,902 last night for Bitcoin. In January, February, it was up around 20,000. So that's a huge variable in less than a year. So they know that they can't stabilize that end of it, but they would like us to stabilize at a very cheap rate the cost involved, and the biggest cost involved is the energy cost. And so that would actually then, if we did that as the review would like us to, that would cause us then to have to socialize those additional rates across the other 48,000 base meters in Chelan County. And as I shared earlier with you, no one has walked up to me in the grocery store aisle and said, hey, Dennis, can you increase my rates so the Bitcoin miner has a stabilized, market that they can play in on the energy cost? And so that's never been a conversation yet.
The PUD Commission meeting is on Monday, begins at 10 a.m. at PUD headquarters, and that's located at 327 North Wenatchee Avenue. Well, a Lewiston, Idaho-based fuel retailer in Wenatchee has been fined $189,000 for spilling 3,840 gallons of biodiesel into the Columbia River. The Washington Department of Ecology says Coleman Oil is responsible for leaking the fuel from a corroded underground pipe. It's located at its bulk plant on Chehalis Street in Wenatchee. The fuel contaminated nearby soil and groundwater and seeped into the Columbia River, creating a visible sheen that appeared off and on for more than a year. The sheen was first reported back in March of 2017. The property is now a toxic cleanup site. Ecology cited Coleman Oil for negligence in not monitoring levels in the 20,000-gallon above-ground storage tank connected to the corroded pipe. Although Coleman Oil believed the underground pipe had been in place since 1935, the company did not follow its own inventory control procedures or industry guidance for buried piping. In addition to the fine, the company must reimburse the state $213,400 for its cost to respond to that spill. Well, sad news to report tonight. 92-year-old Bernice Smith of Ephrata, who was involved in a two-car crash near Moses Lake on Monday, has died from her injuries at Sacred Heart Hospital in Spokane. Smith was a passenger in a car driven by her 93-year-old husband, Richard Smith, when he ran a red light while attempting to make a left turn from State Route 17 and was struck by another car. There were no drugs or alcohol involved in the crash, and all involved were wearing seat belts. Well, coming up next, an open letter from the city of Leavenworth pays homage to a local soldier who was recently killed in action in Afghanistan. Iconic Leavenworth philanthropist Harriet Bullitt has announced the transfer of ownership of the Sleeping Lady Resort to the Icicle Fund, and a promotional video from the NCW Development District you won't want to miss. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the Ncwlife Evening News.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old, fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
Thanks to the help I received at Goodwill,
I have a job. I'm working now. Thanks to Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Thank you, Goodwill.
Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to get you back to work. When you donate to or shop at Goodwill, you're really helping people find work.
Thank you.
Goodwill, there's more behind the store.
Welcome back. In another news, an open letter from the city of Leavenworth pays homage to a local soldier who was recently killed in action in Afghanistan. The letter states that the city offers its heartfelt sympathy to the family and friends of Sergeant Leandro Jasso, who was killed November 24th as a member of the U.S. Army's Elite Ranger Unit. He was 25 years old and a 2012 graduate of Cascade High School. And in honor of Sergeant Jasso's service, the City Hall flag, by the decree of Mayor Cheryl K. Farivar, will be flown at half-staff for 5 days, and his name will be placed on the city's Veterans Memorial Plaque that's located at City Hall. A special memorial service is also scheduled to be held Saturday, December 9th at the high school gymnasium. Iconic Leavenworth philanthropist Harriet Bullitt has announced the transfer of her ownership of the Sleeping Lady Resort to the nonprofit Icicle Fund that's effective the end of this year. She says in a prepared statement that she wants to pass on the resort so it can keep growing but not necessarily get bigger. Sleeping Lady is a 58-room destination resort and conference center outside Leavenworth. Bullitt says it will continue to operate as a for-profit business under the same management team. Icicle Fund is a 501c3 nonprofit that was founded by Bullitt to enhance the health and quality of all life in north central Washington by engaging people with arts, history, and the natural environment. North Central Washington is a 3-county region spanning more than 10,000 square miles of mountains, high desert, dramatic river valleys, dynamic communities, stellar research, and education opportunities. Agriculture is also bountiful, small towns and in growing cities. Here's a story celebrating all that is us.
For over 10,000 years, our people have been connected to this glacier-carved land. Our history runs deep, and yet it is only the beginning of our story. As the land shifts and grows, so do our districts, our communities, and the people within them. There is a lot going on beneath the surface. We see every change as an opportunity to create something new, to make something better. Everywhere we look, we see opportunities for new beginnings. We see blank canvases waiting to become masterpieces. Our communities are resilient, creating new hope for themselves and their neighbors when disaster has left them without. Our communities are imaginative. They are capable of solving big problems and inventing better ways of doing business. Our communities dare to explore the unknown and ask the hard questions in order to create a sustainable future for their children and their grandchildren. We believe we all have the ability to be leaders if given the tools. It is our mission to support our community by providing education, training, and networking so that each individual can find their place to lead. We believe we are better together. If one of us succeeds, we all succeed. We are small, but together, we are mighty. We believe each voice adds to our story. The youngest and the oldest among us, we all have value and potential. We are built on the hopes and dreams of so many before us, and it is the hopes and dreams of our youth that will propel us forward. We know that all generations must work together to create opportunities for each other. The attitude of our hardworking communities is evident. Their energy is contagious. This place is full of life. Our foundation is strong. Our future is bright.
You're watching the Ncwlife Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come right here on the Ncwlife Evening News. Stay with us.
So Pam, how's your mom doing?
She's okay. She's struggling. She'd like to stay in her house, and it's getting harder for her to do the daily chores.
What kinds of problems is she having?
Just basic house cleaning, you know, taking care of her house, yard work, taking care of her medicine.
Mm-hmm. It does sound exhausting.
It is very exhausting, and I always worry about her.
Aging and Adult Care can assist you or your loved one to remain comfortably and safely in their own home. Contact them today to start the conversation.
The physical therapists at Cascade Medical love the outdoors as much as you do. But sometimes where there's love, there's also pain. Let us help you get back to the activities that you love. Cascade Medical, partners in your health.
Welcome back to the Ncwlife Evening News. Time now for our weekly Kennel Cameos feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight, Ncwlife's Megan McPherson introduces us to Bertha the cat.
Hey guys, Megan here with the Ncwlife channel. We are here with Renee Parkins, the Development Officer of the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and joining us this week is Big Bertha.
Yes.
Can you tell us about Bertha?
We don't know a whole lot about Bertha. She came in as a stray. She's very loving, but she's not a lap cat, as we're finding out right now. But she's very sweet. She's just a lover, and she's looking for a good home. We know that she is not great with dogs. But we're not sure about other cats, since she was a stray. But she is just a doll. She's very sweet, and yeah, she just wants a home for the holidays.
If someone wants to adopt Bertha, what should they do?
You can just come down to the shelter and visit with Bertha, see if you're a good match, and if you are, she can go home with you today. The other great thing is, thanks to Barry Automotive, her fee is waived, so there is no adoption fee currently during the month for Bertha.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Kennel Cameos is supported in part by Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory in Leavenworth. Not only does the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory have great house-made fudge and super delicious candy and caramel apples, but they also have great doggy treats for your four-legged friends, located at 636 Front Street in Leavenworth. This has been Kennel Cameos at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society.
And time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. There's a lot to get to, as we've been talking about all week, but before we do that, let's take a beautiful look outside our weather window and look at this beautiful shot from late this afternoon of the Wenatchee Valley from our Sky-Fi tower camera. You can see we're still seeing some mid-level clouds hanging over us right now. One storm system moving out, another one moving in. We'll talk about that in a second. But as far as high temperatures today, it was warmer than we normally see. 43 degrees this afternoon. 37 is where we should be for this time of year. A nice mild overnight low too of 36, and that's 9 degrees warmer than 27, which is our normal. 63 our high temperature. That was set back in 1995. And for day number 12 in a row, 1985, the winner for the overnight low record of 5 degrees. We did pick up 4/100ths of an inch of precipitation over the past 24 hours. That gets us to 6 inches exactly now for the year here in the Wenatchee Valley. Sunrise this morning, 7:25, and set this afternoon at 4:13. Putting our satellite loop in motion, lots to get to, so let's do that. Tomorrow afternoon, about 1 o'clock, this area of low pressure right here will bring us about a 30% chance for a rain-snow mix. I think we will see a little bit of snowflake activity mixed in with that rain tomorrow. By Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, look at that little tiny band of snow showers right over central Washington. That is enough to bring us about a 30% chance of a rain-snow mix as we kick off this weekend. Moving ahead to about 6 o'clock on Saturday, mostly cloudy. We could still see an isolated shower as this entire system pushes through Montana and then into Saskatchewan over the next couple of days. And that will allow cold air to begin to funnel down from the northwest. You can see a trough beginning to develop. We do expect mostly sunny skies on Sunday, but you will notice the cooler temperatures and get used to it. That will be our trend. Monday, mostly sunny, even cooler Then on Sunday, with temperatures only in the mid-30s, this trough really digs down into the central Rockies, and that allows all that cold air to funnel down from the Yukon down through British Columbia and right here into Washington State. We will be crystal clear, our skies on Tuesday, but even cooler yet. We'll struggle to beat 30 degrees on Tuesday with lows Tuesday night dropping down into the upper teens. Let's take a look now at your quick lube and tune forecast. Tonight, once again, a fairly mild night, 35 our overnight low, and then mostly cloudy for Friday, off and on showers, rain mixed with snow throughout the day tomorrow, a 30% chance, maybe 44 degrees. We'll see about that. Saturday, mostly cloudy. Most of those showers will be in our early morning hours. We should begin to clear out about noon on Saturday and 39. And here's that cool down as we make our way into midweek next week. Mostly sunny on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with highs dropping down to around freezing by Tuesday and Wednesday, and that low by Wednesday, 19 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the Ncwlife Evening News continues right after this.
I came here to CVCH because one of my friends referred me. When I met Dr. Jocelyn, she was just amazing. She connected with my son, and it meant so much to me. He opens up so quickly because she just sits there and plays with him. It really is like going to see a friend. It's really great to walk into somewhere where you feel welcomed and you feel accepted and respected. It just feels like home.
And now it's a sports update on the Ncwlife channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. The Wenatchee Wild hosted division-leading Penticton last night at the Town Toda Center and pulled away with a 4-2 victory, the Wild's fourth straight win. It was deep into a scoreless first period when Wenatchee lit the lamp first on the 17th goal of the season by Matt Gashevsky. It was the first time since last week in Salmonarm that the Wild scored first. The second frame saw two rare unassisted goals, one by the V's Cassidy Bowes and the other by Wenatchee's A.J. Hodges. Christoph Filion scored what proved to be the game winner in the, minute 23 into the third period on a pretty feed from Brandon Cook. Let's go to the highlights. Art Checker had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Arnold to lefty, over to Dorsey, shot, save, rebound, score! Matt Gashevsky on the rebound. B.J. Fletcher had it, got knocked away. Jack Barnes drops it off for Bowes. He's in, shot, he scores. Cassidy Bowes from the right circle, and it was kind of an off-speed shot. He shot it from the right circle, and he just didn't really rip it. It was just kind of a softer shot than you might have expected. And it was as if Austin Park overreacted to it. He reached out with the stick to make the save, and it kind of went underneath the stick on the blocker side and angle back through center. Up, stolen away. Shepard lost it. Here's Hodges. He shoots. He scores! A.J. Hodges. Cole Shepard was coming out of the zone and just lost the handle on it. Brandon Cook angles into the zone on the near side. Hits the brakes. Looks for help. Threads it through. Tip. Score! Oh, my. What a pass. And the redirection by Christoph Filion. Absolutely beautiful. It's picked off by Miller. Linnell tips it down inside the zone. Over to Bowes, back to Linnell, and he scores. Snell grabs the loose puck. Comes up through center, poke checked away. Souter sends it over to the left corner. He's got Dorsey out front. Souter to Dorsey. Shot, save, rebound, score! Chad Sasaki. After a tremendous save by LaFontaine, after Souter set up Dorsey all alone in front, LaFontaine had to make a very good save, which he did, but the rebound bounced right to Chad Sasaki. Eventually extracted, but picked off by Dorsey. Tried to clear, held in midpoint. Shoveled over and slapped just wide by Cilia. Played by Rizzo. He chisels it out front. That's going to be broken up, and then Stratton can't clear again, held in by Miller. That shot blocked. Back to Stratton again. He fans it around behind, picked up by Modry. Modry ahead, and that's tossed out through center. The game is over, and the Wild win it 4-2.
So a great win for the Wenatchee Wild last night. They get on the bus today for the long trip to Salmon Arm for a game tomorrow. Then they'll be in Vernon on Saturday. Hey, reminder, the Pink at the Rink is next Friday, and the painting party for it is Monday between 4 and 5:30 at the Town Toyota Center, so don't forget. Tonight is hockey night here on the NCW Life channel as the Wild take on the West Kelowna Warriors at the Town Toyota Center. This is the game from last Friday. We'll have it tonight at 7 during hockey night on your exclusive television home for the Wenatchee Wild, right here, the NCW Life channel. Coming up on the prep schedule for today, first of all, in basketball, the Wenatchee girls are on the road at Pasco, all by them lonesomes. Chelan hosting a doubleheader against Cle Elum with the girls on the court first. Boys will follow. Then Ediat traveling to Manson, also a twin bill, with the girls first, the boys to follow at 7:30. Area wrestling programs continue to kick off their schedules this week, including Cascade. The Kodiaks on the road today in Cle Elum for the Warriors Jamboree. Also in the pool today, Eastmont, Wenatchee, Eisenhower, Davis, West Valley, all in Moses Lake for the Moses Lake Pentathlon, and in girls bowling today. Both of our local teams were on the road, Eastmont and Wenatchee in Yakima at Minda Lanes. Wildcats facing Sela, the Panthers taking on Ellensburg. That's a look at sports news. Hey, don't forget, we have our first basketball game tomorrow night here on the NCW Life channel as Cashmere will play a trip to Eastmont. We'll have the boys here for you 7:30 tomorrow night. That's sports. I'm Eric. Back to you, Grant.
Thanks, Eric. And finally tonight, downtown Wenatchee's new community Christmas tree arrived this afternoon and was quickly planted outside the Numerica Performing Arts Center. Dave Galatly paid for the new tree, which was shipped from Oregon. It replaces a tree that was diseased and removed last summer. The new tree is 22 feet high, weighs 1,200 pounds, and will be the center of attention on December 8th at a formal lighting ceremony. Looks fantastic. And if you have a video of the day you'd like to see right here on the NCW Life Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com, or you can give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with your host, Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV everywhere from LocalTel sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device for no extra charge. That's TV Set Free. Enjoy the extra value LocalTel delivers with TV everywhere. Visit localtel.net and sign up today.
The NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's Learn, Guada TV, Street Talk and Other Stuff, the 12th District, Life with Lisa, and the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCW Life, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
Get the fastest internet available in North Central Washington by switching to LocalTel and get speeds up to 1,000 meg. Call 888-8888 today or go online to localtel.net.